welcome to another one of these discussions. My name is Sia, and today, to get us started off, we're going to answer a couple of questions, just fun questions. The first question we're asking is what music we've been listening to, and the second one is what our pet peeve is. So I'll go ahead first. The music I've been listening to is a lot of Arijit Singh for some reason since I've come back home, specifically the Heather album. And then my pet peeve is probably pop music. So that was a good segue. I'm now going to pass it off to Yes.
Great. The music that I've been listening to is, my name is Vyaas, and the music I've been listening to is Glass Animals, so which I had last listened to about a year and a half ago. So I just randomly came up on my playlist today. So it's a really good band. And my pet peeve is, I sometimes find it difficult to have conversations with people who keep interrupting me. So that's a pet peeve. And I try to catch myself, if I do that, because sometimes I get emotional and I catch myself as well. So that's a pet peeve that I try to avoid personally as well.
Okay. I guess it's my turn. My name is Akshay, and the songs I'm recently listening to are Spanish songs like Telefono by Aitana or some other Suarez songs. It's because I've been learning Spanish, so that's why I'm listening to Spanish songs now. And then my pet peeve is sometimes people are a bit too fancy to live their life, and then they tell you not to be fancy as well. And then I'm like, man, just live your life. So yeah, that's one of my pet peeves. Okay, cool. Now that we have done some introductions, we can go into the actual topic, which is humiliation. So let's get to know what pre-existing knowledge we have on this topic. So what does humiliation mean? And is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I can go first.
Yeah.
So humiliation to me typically means a feeling that is followed by shame that feels irredeemable, and shame that is very public. So shame that is witnessed by other people. Anything that you feel shameful about that other people have also seen, and something that you feel is something that you can't recover from. I think that's when you feel humiliation. To answer your question about whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, I think all feelings, some are uncomfortable, but all of them are useful. So even from humiliation, it's one of the worst feelings, probably because it also makes us feel ostracized, since it has that component of other people witnessing it. But it still somehow gives us important information about what we value, whose opinions we value, or if we're valuing them too much, and it's something that we shouldn't be feeling humiliated about. So I don't know if it's a bad emotion. It's definitely an uncomfortable one. So that's what I've got. Yes.
Yeah, that's a great start. I really like the point about it being associated with the public spaces. So humiliation is generally, I feel, public spaces in the sense that there's more than two people. The person who is talking to the person who feels humiliated, and then one or more people. So that's ideally how I look at it. And when it comes to the shame part, I have a slightly different take on it. So what I mean by that is, I was reading up examples, and I was kind of confused as well, where shame ends and humiliation starts, or where they overlap. So let me give you an example. So let's say a friend who did really bad on a quiz, or a student in your class who did really bad on the quiz, and after the teacher gives him, his grade, hey, one of his friends, he says, uh, in front of other people, so he says, look at this guy's grade. He's so stupid and he can't study, and he's a loser. right? So this is a generic statement, and this statement can take two different paths. So the first one, where the kid tells himself that I am a loser and I'm so stupid, and that's a blanket, there's a period at the end of that. So he just says he's a loser and he accepts that, and then that's shame, right? But where humiliation differs, what I feel is where he says that's not okay. What he said is not okay. I'm not stupid, and I don't deserve to hear what he said. Like, I don't deserve to hear anyone talk to me like that. So that's humiliation. So humiliation and shame could be tied. He could very well be humiliated and be ashamed. But there may be cases where what's shaming for me might be humiliation for you, and it might not have the shame part attached to it. So it's slightly interlinked. So that's where I see the difference. Say, what do you think, or Akshay?
No, I think that's a very important nuance, because I see what you mean by, you could definitely feel even humiliated by something that someone else does, but you're not necessarily ashamed of it because it's not about you, but you could still feel humiliation. So I think that's a very important nuance. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah, you guys are bringing important points. I actually see it a bit differently, because humiliation is like just something going against your honor, where you basically you're put down. But then in a similar example, let's say a guy says something stupid, and then you correct them. But then if you don't do it publicly, like if you just correct them, they still feel shame that they said something wrong. But then if you say, hey, you said a stupid thing because you're an idiot, but then that would be humiliation. And that's where I draw the line. So it's interesting where the fact that different people draw lines at different places.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to see more videos on the topic, make sure to check out our playlist where we answer more questions. We'll see you next time.